So I'm going to ask that you not touch the books. Because you will have an opportunity to do that later. So today is Independent Book Project Day. Today we are focusing on what am I going to read next? What book do I want to read? What book is going to interest me? What book is good for me? We're going to spend lots of time exploring that because we'll have time. Thank you very much. Okay, so first we want to take a look at what have we been reading, how do we read, how often do we read, what have we enjoyed reading so far. Asking Jorge these questions will help us to decide what is a good book for us today. So I have surveys here. I'm going to pass them out to you. You're going to complete them. I'm going to collect them. So please put your names on them and take out a pen or pencil for me. Does everybody have this? Is anybody missing this? Everyone has one. Wonderful. So this won't take very long because it's a lot of checking boxes, Shada. It's pretty simple. You're going to put your name at the top. You're going to put class, date. I want you to tell me what 2 books you've already read for your independent book projects this year. Tell me what is your favorite book, if you have one. It does not have to be an independent book project book. And then I want you to tell me a little bit more about how you decide what kind of books you like, what your reading habits are. Check off the boxes. You can check off more than one. Goes to the next page. If everyone can go to the next page with me, so I can explain the bottom parts to you so you understand what to do. If you see at the bottom, it says Utopia versus Imperialism. You have a problem with your pencil?
I asked, what is everything about imperialism?
Well, I want to explain that in a moment. Can we go over this part first and then I can answer your question? So we've discussed what utopia, dystopia is. What is utopia? Really quick.
The place that is everything is fair and everybody's happy.
A good place to live, right? We want to be there. We read books this last marking period that have the potential to be a perfect society, right? We're reading a book now, The Giver. Sounds like a perfect place to live. Except Nusha doesn't think so. And maybe some of us don't think so. But we'll get there. So what kind of society then is it if it's not utopia?
It's in the middle.
Some of them,
I don't like some of the rules that they have.
But what do we call a society that's not perfect? Dystopia. We've been looking at that theme, right?
Yeah.
So what were some books that discuss that theme, that show that theme very well? That you read?
Animal Farm.
Animal Farm, Hunger Games. Many of you read those books. So we're also looking now and turning our attention towards imperialism because you've been studying that a lot in Ms. Hannah's class, in your global history class. What is imperialism? I think you know very well what it is. Eric.
Nah, really.
Should we try someone else? Okay,
Yeah.
Jana. A stronger country that controls a weaker country. Does that sound right to you? Eric?
Yeah.
That sounds like the
And I want to
definition.
see it.
Sorry?
I want to see. Say it. And
You want to?
say it.
Say it. S-E.
It's,
You want
imperialism is when one country take the natural resource from another country without permission.
Without permission. I think that's an interesting point. By
By force.
by
Slave.
forcing them to do something. Okay. So here's the thing. This marking period, our books come in 2 categories. It will either be a more discussing or setting place. Let me back up. It's taking place in a utopian or dystopian society, or it's taking place in an imperialistic society. What are some examples of imperialism that you remember learning in global history?
Great Britain in India.
Great Britain and England. Where did they have imperialism?
India.
In India. Okay. Anywhere else? Do we see influence? In Africa? Okay. Anywhere else or any other examples that you remember?
Europe. France.
France where? France having imperialistic societies, setting those up in Western Africa. Okay, so those are just some examples. So there are 5 books down here. I don't actually tell you the titles of the books. I just tell you a little bit about the setting. And I want you to decide, is this describing a utopian, dystopian society, or is this describing an imperialistic society? So you're just going to write where it says type of setting, utopian, dystopian, or imperialistic. Okay? And on the back, then there's just one more question for you about that, tying that all together. On the very back is a KWL chart. We're actually probably not going to get to this today, so don't worry about the KWL chart. Okay? So I just want you filling out the first page and then this half page. Does everyone understand what to do?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you know what to do. Sabine, how are we doing? You know what to do? Photo? So-so? Photo? Okay. I'll check on with you. All right, go ahead and get started. Okay. You're not quite sure what it is here.
Can I see her? I just want to see that. Oh, nice.
So now you're going to see, is this describing the society capitals? And all you're going to write is one of these words here. Okay? Okay. So did you know Do you remember what it was about? I could pull up the list for you and you could